I'm going to read much of what is on the screen because if you're watching on a telephone or a small pad, you won't be able to read it. Are you afraid of dying or afraid someone you love will die before you? No matter what your answer is that you just gave, you're in the right place because this blog and this dialogue, and that's what I intend this to be, by the way, is not a one-way blog, but a two-way blog/dialogue, is a safe place to tell the truth, and because you'll not be judged by your answers. This blog is an encouragement for you to give your family, your friends, and yourself a wonderful surprise gift. And that gift is to complete your end-of-life wishes now. Now, why now? There are two reasons for this. The first is because there are approximately 7.5 billion humans on Earth, and not a single one of us have a guarantee of another tomorrow. To be sure, we plan on being here tomorrow, but we do not ever know for sure. A second reason is because no matter what your age is today, there are people every day by the thousands who are dying who are younger than you. So if you're 95 or all the way as young as 15, today is the day to begin this sort of preparation. Begin by identifying the level of anxiety that you have over your own death. That is high, moderate, or low. So I prepared some charts to illustrate all of this and to get you thinking about it in some reasonable fashion. Here we have a person who has high anxiety about their own death. The thought ignites a claustrophobic panic attack in me. I experience shortness of breath. I have nightmares and wake up sweating. I avoid the subject as I avoid any frightening event. I'm afraid God has not forgiven me of my greatest crimes. I'm afraid my religion's teachings may not be how it will really be, even though I stake my life on my faith. That is, I'm of two minds at the same time. The subject is so depressing, I turn on happy music and avoid the subject altogether. Just reading the title of this book is extremely disturbing. I won't read your book now or ever. Now, if those sentences haven't quite set it right for you, take a moment to write down what is true for you when you feel high anxiety about your own death. The next chart is about a person who has some moderate anxiety about their own death. When someone my age dies, it ignites adrenaline in me. I have two concerns. One is I do not want to die a painful death. I don't know anybody who does. And secondly, I do not want to outlive my money. In general, I become anxious when doing anything new, and preparing for my death would certainly be new. Who knows? Who cares? It happens to everybody and everything. Finally, I seldom even think about it. So again, if those sentences haven't struck the right truth for you, here's the opportunity to write what is true for you. Here's a person with low anxiety when it comes to thinking about their own death. I'm an atheist. The idea of an afterlife is absurd. I'm living my life to the fullest, and when my physical body dies, I will be a thing in the past. Or I believe my faith is right. I'm ready to return to the loving arms of Almighty God. I'm a true believer in my religion, so I have no fear of death whatsoever. And then a little change of pace. Because I'm in constant pain, I wish I could die today, but I'm unwilling to take my own life. Or, Rather than elaborate emergency medical intervention, I choose to die with the help of CompassionAndChoices.org, a great organization. I have contacted and counseled with the help of Compassion and Choices, and I'm all set. I know my chosen path toward dying is right for me. Now you can write what is right for you. Then, this next chart and the last chart is how you think and how you feel when it comes to someone dying that you love. And there's only one chart. It's all high anxiety because that's all that's possible. The thought alone ignites a claustrophobic panic in me. I get depressed immediately. The thought brings tears to my eyes. It makes me very sad. It would be the worst experience of my life. It frightens me. I don't want to be left alone. I am very religious, a true believer, yet I do not want my loved one to die before I do. I'm an atheist, and I don't want my loved one to die before I do. The person I love wants me to help him or her die. The person I love most wants to die, but I am unable to accept this. The person I love most is very ill and wants to die, and because he or she is in great pain, it is with great regret that I'm ready to accept this. The person I love most is very ill and wants to die because he and she is in great pain. With great sadness, I've accepted this, and I now looking into a way to help him or her end his life, her life legally. And you could write what is true for you. So this is a cover of my book. I hear you're afraid of dying or afraid someone you love will die before you. It is a down-to-earth, step-by-step, user-friendly way of handling everything from A to Z when it comes to preparing for our end-of-life journey. So let's blog. And again, I say what I said before. This is meant to be a dialogue, not a monologue. So if you go to my website, you'll see a page something like this. It changes all the time, but it'll be something like this. And you can see there is a place to blog. So you just click on that, and you'll get to a page that looks something like this. And you can sign in either as you can either register or you can sign in as a guest. But please participate and begin now. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.